true hospital horror stories, prepare for a chilling night. Hospitals, places of healing, hope, and recovery, or so they claim. But within their sterile white walls, tucked away amidst the hum of machines and hurried footsteps, lurk secrets the human mind struggles to grasp. Tonight, we explore 10 true hospital horror stories, taking you into shadow-filled hallways haunted by spirits, curses, and the unknown. These are events rooted in eyewitness accounts, supported by chilling reports from news outlets and first-hand testimonies that defy reason. Turn the lights down low, brace yourself, and tread carefully, because not everyone who checks in will make it out. We begin with the story of an abandoned children's ward, a part of St. Mary's Hospital that's been closed for over 20 years. Nurses in nearby units swear they've heard childlike giggles in the dead of night. According to a night security guard, strange things started happening shortly after the ward was shuttered. One evening, while making his rounds, he heard the distinct sound of a ball bouncing down the hallway. The children's wing was supposed to be empty, yet when the guard investigated, he saw faint footprints leading into darkness. The most terrifying moment came when he glanced toward the last room at the end of the corridor. There, by the window, stood a small figure, staring back at him. But when he turned the corner, the room was empty, and the footprints had vanished. Surgeries are delicate matters, but what if the problem wasn't human error, but something far darker? This hospital horror story centers around an operating table known for its unfortunate reputation. Over the course of just 18 months, 3 patients died unexpectedly, all while lying on the same table. An anesthesiologist, still shaken, recalls the fateful night of the last incident. Just before the flatline, the OR lights began flickering uncontrollably, and chilling whispers seemed to fill the room, though no one spoke. After the deaths, the table was decommissioned and removed from the hospital. Yet, whispers about its curse continued, with staff claiming strange occurrences in the operating room long after the table was gone. It began as a minor annoyance. The hospital's maintenance staff was repeatedly called to fix an elevator that would creep its way down to the morgue without anyone operating it. But as technicians discovered no mechanical issues, rumors quickly spread among employees that something otherworldly was at play. A nurse detailed her personal encounter, recalling an evening when she found herself inside the elevator. She was headed to the 3rd floor, but midway, the elevator jerked hard and plummeted straight to the basement morgue. When the doors groaned open, no one was there, yet she swore she felt someone breathing down her neck. Room 307 of Memorial General earned its ominous reputation over decades. Staff noticed an alarming trend. Patients assigned to this room often reported terrifying sightings of a shadowy figure standing silently in the corner, watching them. Many of these patients passed away unexpectedly within days of seeing the apparition. One young nurse, skeptical of the rumors, volunteered to stay overnight in the room just to prove her coworkers wrong. She recounted waking up in the early hours to the unshakable feeling of being watched. What she saw when she opened her eyes still haunts her. A tall, shadowy silhouette standing at the foot of the bed. Imagine hearing an emergency called out for no one. A frantic rush down corridors, arriving to a room in full alarm, only to find emptiness. Phantom code blues became a disturbing pattern in a small-town hospital. A technician remembered vividly the first time it happened to him. I rushed into the room, thinking a patient had collapsed, but it was empty. The machines, however, were alive. The heart monitor beeped like someone was there. Then, as suddenly as it started, everything shut off. Silence. No one could explain it. As hospital records revealed no active patients during these incidents, theories spread fast. Could this be a former patient trying to signal for help from beyond? Camille, a seasoned night shift nurse, had always brushed off ghost stories. That changed during an ordinary shift when she entered room 413 to check on a restless patient. As she walked in, she briefly saw a figure sitting by his bedside, a woman holding his hand. When Camille asked who she was, the patient appeared confused. "No one's here," he replied. What makes this story more terrifying? The nurse's description of the figure, a pale, elderly woman dressed in white, matched the appearance of the patient's mother who had died years ago. The maternity ward seems like the happiest place in a hospital until you hear the crying. Staff frequently reported a baby's wails echoing through the ward late at night, but when checked, no babies were ever missing or crying. The nursery would be empty. In one instance, a janitor sweeping floors heard the cries growing louder as he approached a corner room. When he opened the door, expecting to find a child, he instead found an old crib with no sheets and a long-forgotten toy bear sitting silently in the moonlight. Hospitals often close down sections due to renovations or budget issues, but what happens when a wing is sealed with no explanation? At County Memorial, an entire floor had been shut off for decades, with rumors that it was due to a botched operation leading to mass deaths. A group of rookie interns once dared each other to explore the wing. When they entered the abandoned hallways, one of them distinctly heard a woman's voice whisper, "Go back." They fled immediately, and to this day, the sealed wing remains untouched. Trauma Room 6 was infamous for peculiar activity. Staff began noticing a specific ceiling light that would flicker frequently, no matter how many times it was replaced. Then came the whispers. Paramedics reported hearing low murmurs, akin to someone speaking just out of earshot, while prepping the patients who often arrived in critical condition. But what unsettled them most was when the whispers clearly said, "Don't save me," moments before a young patient succumbed to their injuries. Operating rooms are places of science and order designed to save lives. But one surgeon tells a haunting tale of defiance spoken not by the living, but by something else. Midway through a procedure, the patient stabilized unexpectedly after flatlining. The staff was ecstatic until they replayed the surgery's audio recording. Clear as day, just before the flatline came a faint, otherworldly whisper, "Not yet." The recording left the team shaken and still begs the question, what did it mean? You might wonder, what makes hospitals such magnets for the paranormal? Experts suggest it's the intense human emotions, fear, anguish, despair, combined with the cycle of life and death happening all around. Could it be that those who pass away in these spaces sometimes leave behind fragments of themselves? Or are we simply afraid of the unknown? The stories we've shared tonight are as unsettling as they are unexplainable. Hospitals hold secrets that go far deeper than medical mysteries. They are places where worlds may overlap, where the line between life and death isn't as clear as we believe. But now, it's your turn. Have you ever had an unexplainable experience in or near a hospital? Share your thoughts, theories, or chilling encounters in the comments below. And if you enjoy diving into the world of real horror stories, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We have more dark and thrilling content coming your way. Until next time, stay safe and remember, not everything that watches over you is there to help.